poor decision at the end of the first, and it's just managing the game. It's 2-0 game, and we got the puck, and we're trying to make one more play with 15 seconds to go in the period, or whatever time was left. Obviously, it was 20, 15 seconds, and we just shovel it back to our defenseman, a bouncing puck, and it's a tough play for Toots. It's a tough play, puck bouncing, and he tries to make a play, and just bad decision. And the penalty in the second where they got their second goal, it's a bad penalty. Going in and putting your arm around them, every referee's going to make that call. So just bad decisions.
Did you like the way the team played, especially in overtime? I know the shots were lopsided, but you guys seem to have the better of it in overtime, and Udai made some pretty big saves.
I like the way we started the game. Our power play didn't have the intensity again that you need going out, and obviously really disappointed the way the period ended, and then it carried right over into the second. And there's a disconnect somewhere. Again, we've talked about it a lot, where first period we can execute, do the right things, have some success, and then we just abandon it. And whether the other team steps up, whatever it is, but poor decisions, poor choices. The big question is going to come when we start getting guys back. Right now, as a coach, I don't have very many bullets that I can use as far as the accountability factor for players. Bad puck decisions, bad penalties. Right now we're at our numbers. There's not a lot. But when we get Boone back, we get Matt Calvert back, we get Nathan Horton back, he's not too far away. That's 3 guys.
Given that with four straight games with a point.
And sorry. Hold on to your question. Just 1 second. And one thing to add to that too, it's not Derek McKenzie or Blake Como or Mark Letestu the way they're playing right now. It's not Jared Bowl, because that's our best line. That's our. When you look back at last year and some of the success, our 4th line, to me, that's the line that's trying to make a difference right now. Energy. Seems like every time they got out on the ice, they not necessarily created chances, but they created energy for us, some positive energy. Sorry.
With that, you mentioned some poor decisions throughout the game. Given the fact you guys have had points now in 4 straight games, and you guys look good against Boston and Washington, do you feel like slowly this team's starting to get closer to where it needs to be?
To me, you can't take these steps back. You can't take these steps back. You come off the Boston game. We talked about it as coaches that you sense something different. We sense something different in the room with the guys. That Washington game 4-1, when we got beat earlier on, we sensed something that was wrong with the team. And to me, after the Boston game, we sensed something that was maybe positive for the team. And you come out and play a decent first period, and again, it seems like you're right back where you were, trying to take steps forward. Washington was okay. You take a couple steps, and Islanders, you took a couple steps, and Boston took a lot of steps. It just comes right back. And to me, again, searching for answers, is it just youth, immature team, and trying to figure it out? I don't know. That's, again, as a coach, this is the struggle that we have as coaches, trying to find what's the solution. Where's the disconnect? What's going on with our group that we can play the game, and then we can't play the game, and then we can play the game again.
Talk about McElhaney tonight. He saw a lot of shots tonight. Talk about his performance.
He was great. He was the reason why we got a point tonight. A lot of pucks coming at him. There was lots of traffic, a lot of scrambles, and he was the reason why we got 1 point.
Did you expect? Was it the plan to start him and come back with Bob Sunday?
Going into yesterday's game, that's what we had talked about, and again, Curtis's play has been very good. There's no question about whether you're putting him in based on worrying about his play or struggles that he's had previously. His play's been very good.
To read between the lines, you might get a guy back Sunday in Boone Jenner. I mean, could we see a top six forward maybe be a healthy scratch Sunday?
Well, that's something that we'll have to look at. But there's obviously some decisions that are going to start to happen here once we start getting some healthy bodies back.